last night. I can't say.
Hey, hey, hey! We coming into Gemini season. You already know what that means. You already know
Do we?
what that means. The turn up is real. Donald Trump is a Gemini.
Oh wow! So
The president of China is a Gemini.
all y'all got hair problems? No.
Nah, you heard China was like, what? You want smoke? Okay. Hey, we coming into
That's what we doing.
we coming into the season, y'all. We coming into the season. Y'all gotta get ready, man. Y'all gotta get ready. Let me do this real quick. How's everybody? Sarah is here, y'all. Did y'all know that?
Hi, hello.
Sarah,
everybody.
talk to these people. What, they ain't seen you in a minute. Get
Oh
them
my
your
God.
information.
Hi.
Come on.
Hello, everybody. It's Sarah without the H. Here. Eyes here, Lord. Yeah. So it's good to be here.
So, what brings you here this time?
This time, had some projects. Well, actually, I'm here for doctor's appointments. Yeah, but I'm
Without,
fine.
without, yeah,
Yeah,
I understand.
but I'm gonna be fine, right?
All them folks escaped was Gemini. Come on, everybody
Let me
saying
go
what?
escape was gonna. Hey,
Come
oh, this is
on.
my H-Town friend. All right, go.
So,
Nick.
before we get into today's topics, you already know the program. I need everybody to hit the like button. The like button is extremely important with regards to getting into YouTube's algorithm. The algorithm will naturally promote. Like the more likes, the more subscribes, the more shares, YouTube's algorithm kicks in and pushes you to other channels. We need that support. We want that support. And I encourage you to freely give that support, because it is, in fact, free to do so. So like, share, subscribe. These cost nothing. On the other hand, I ask people to support the channel and me by dropping a 5 spot. We usually create a goal every show. And our goal today, we're going to have roughly 400 or 500 people in here by the time everybody gets their notifications.
And the goal for today is
50 super chats.
50 super chats
Of $5 or more. All right, that's all we look. I mean, think about it. You get 500 people in here. You ask 50 people to drop 5. You can either do it here, right, on the channel, which is that little $sign down at the bottom of the chat.
Right
you could
there.
give straight to the channel, or you can put it into my Cash App. My Cash App is $ZoWhat Netter. Yeah, that's right. Sarah's in the building. And then also, I encourage people to drop a little coin on your girl, Sarah. What is that Cash App, Sarah? It's that 90s. $Sundays with Sarah. Please continue to support Cali Soul. Just hit it off.
Cali.
Denver, Colorado is in the house. Now, you already know what it is. I got to promote a couple of things before we get into all the topics, man. We got a lot of topics to cover, and everybody's saying nice to hear from Sarah. They love that.
Hey, y'all.
Damon Wiley said, Sarah, nice to hear your voice.
Oh, thank you, James.
Come on. They in here in Zynga. Yeah. Shout outs. We love it. We love it. We love it. Please continue to support.
Right.
Cali Soul was the first to drop a 5 spot on our super chat. She was the first to do so. So we need 49 more. So continue to push. Black-owned businesses. You already know what it is. Total Package Energy. Again, Total Package Energy is the black-owned energy drink company that I have been supporting for nearly 10 years or over 10 years now. Solid brothers, man. Solid brothers. My brother is a chemist, a scientist. He formulated his own energy drink company, proprietary blend, and we just love the brother for doing his own enterprising work. And you already know I'm attracted to people like that. I love to see black people win. I love to see black businesses win, and so I try to promote them as early and often as I can. He's been with us for over 10 years, and we support him, and I'm asking you to continue to. Nix B, what up? You're number 2 on the list. Come on, Nix B. Thank you for that. Is that a Euro 10 spot?
That's a Euro 10.
Oh,
So
that's a
like
Euro
$3.
10. Yeah.
No,
Hey, Leon Anthony Barnes is in the building. What up? What up? We appreciate it.
Anthony Barnes.
We're at number 3. We need 47 more. Let's keep pushing. Everybody hit the like, share, and subscribe.
Yes.
But go to Total Package Energy and tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Go to Total Package Energy and tell them Zoe Williams sent you. Again, I just want to continue to let people know that Dr. Russell Harrison is getting back to full strength. He's getting back up on his feet after the Altadena fire, the Eatonton fire, or Eaton Canyon fire destroyed not only his house, but Altadena, the west side of Altadena, basically. The west side, if you know Altadena, the west side is predominantly the black side.
That's where you grew up?
That's where I grew up, you know. Yeah. So we send all our well wishes out to Dr. Russell Harrison, solid brother in his late 70s, still going strong. Like I said, he, to me, is a Dr. Sebi level herbologist. and we have to continue to support that brother. And like I said, he will have his website back functioning again, because he's rebuilding, his inventory. Because if you know, you've been to Russell's house,
Absolutely.
right? You know his house is the shop.
Yeah.
That's the shop.
And it's jam packed.
It's jam packed
Yeah.
with herb. All that burnt down. So, just want to continue to encourage Dr. Russell to keep going. And as soon as he's back up on his feet, we're going to have him here.
Yeah.
We're going to continue to promote him.
And shout out to Dr. Russell. He's older, ladies, but he has already risen on him. He stays strong. He's very strong. He mighty. Okay. Shout out to Dr. Russell.
Oh, he's strong.
He's strong.
Oh man, strong.
Yes. Oh yes.
Grab a refrigerator, like push them over.
One man mover. Hey.
Hey.
Yes, Lord.
Also, hey, listen, I want to shout out my brother, Exhibit.
Oh.
He just dropped a new album called Kingmaker. I want to shout out Exhibit because, a month or so ago, maybe a month and a half, maybe almost 2 months now, Exhibit called me up to his studio to lend my ear. Me and Exhibit started, around the same time, or he's a little younger than I am. But and he shared this story in front of my son. I brought my youngest son, who's rapping. Mm-hmm. So my son was fanboying, oh shit, Exhibit, he was tripping. But Exhibit was, he was candid. Exhibit was like, yeah, your dad used to be on me, when I was coming up. And, he signed to my homeboy Broadway's production deal. I then went to Loud Records as an A&R guy, and I stopped rhyming at that time. So Exhibit was telling my youngest son, Naeem, about how I used to rhyme and how I was badgering him. And I used to push Exhibit. And Exhibit tells this story. I pushed him when I was rhyming. And I would say things like, hey, you haven't figured out who you are. You haven't figured out your voice. And I would say, right now, you're a mix between Craig Mack and Redman. So I'm going to call you Fred Man. I used to say that to X, right?
Fred Man.
And X is a little younger than me. So, it was like the crucible, because it made him like, nah, nigga, you not finna talk crazy. And then we would battle and freestyle. And
you battle rap?
My son is sitting there going,
oh,
Dad, you should have let me film it, Dad. But the reason why I give that context as the backstory, hey, Chubb T. Scott, thank you, man. Hey, we got 4 super chats. We're trying to get to 50.
It's another Gold, my boy from Houston.
Who is that?
Gold.
Goldie GF?
Yeah, Goldie.
Come on, Goldie.
I'm doing the most. I can't even.
Hey, man, I'm finna talk about that. Ibrahim Traore.
Yes, I talked to an African yesterday about him.
Yeah, we're going to talk about all that. But we need y'all to support. So we asking for 50 people to drop a 5 spot, at least a 5 spot, or you can go to my Cash App, $ZoWhat Netter. Support. Like, share, subscribe. But over the years, I go on to do A&R. I was there when Exhibit was signed to Loud Records. And over the years, Exhibit and I, we cross paths, and he'll be like, hey, come to the studio. And I need you to put your ear, because he respects my ear. Because like I said, back in the day, I was pushing him. He's, hey, man, come to the studio. So he called me a couple months ago. He was like, I'm flying in. Meet me at my studio. I go to the studio. And we listening. I bring my son. We're listening to his new album,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, X, this is the best album you've ever done.
Oh wow.
And I told him, I said, you know, like professionally speaking, as an A&R, I'm looking to hate on something. I'm looking to find something to improve, right? Oh, you could do that better. The mix could be this. You know, your vocal right here, that this rhyme wasn't succinct.
Mm-hmm.
But what I was telling him was, I was like, yo, the maturity, you know, you're a grown, successful motherfucker, right? You know, at this stage of your life. And the lyrics and the passion, all that. And that's one thing is that's Exhibit's hallmark. Certain MCs that rhymed with unbridled passion. Tupac, DMX, Exhibit, these guys rap with passion. And I was thinking like, yo, let me see if he still got the fire. Like, is the fire still burning? And those records that he played for me were incredible. And I was like, yo, man, hopefully this will be your most impactful album. I said, I do believe it's your best album ever. And I'm saying all that to say because we want all the family, the ZoWhat Show family, to go out and get Exhibit's new album called Kingmaker. OC, you just sent me a Cash App. I appreciate it. If you guys want to send me a Cash App, please do so right now. $sign ZoWhat Netter. So, for sure, man, his new album, Kingmaker, got records with damn near everybody. Got records with Chuck D. Got records with Ice Cube. Oh. I mean, it's fire. It's really fire. Even his son, I was there when his son was born. Oh. And now his son is on the album rhyming. You know, his first son. And I'm just proud of the brother X. He's doing his thing. He got a joint with Redman. That's crazy. Again, man, I just saw him evolve. And not only just as an MC, but shit, as an actor. So shout out to X to the Z, my homeboy. We appreciate you, man. Keep going, and everybody go out and get that album, get that album, get that album. All right, I think I've promoted everything.
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Oh.
2 weeks.
Oh.
Less than 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Comedy and Conversations. Comedy and Conversations with Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, and my brother, the alpha male. Come on, Hit Direct, you in here. Come on. The alpha male of comedy, my brother Ray Grady. Man, we got comedians, we got clinicians, we got everybody on deck. Bad Like Michael. What up, what up? We appreciate it. Y'all stepping up. It's 6 out of 50 right now. Let's keep going. But like I was saying, what was I saying?
Mm-hmm.
What was I saying?
There was a lot about Exhibit. Oh, no, we were talking about the comedy.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, what were we talking about?
Don't we have my my promo? Can we put that up? Me and Grady are doing that May 31st. If you haven't gotten your tickets, go get your tickets now. Oh. Tickets are available at themiracleinglewood.com. If you're in the Los Angeles area, get your tickets now.
I think that's it.
It's like that's it. It's like comedians versus clinicians. The clinicians are going to give you traditional, psychologically rooted insight. But the comedians they're going to give you the healing insight of laughter.
Is this a video?
Huh? No, it's not a video.
Okay.
Yeah, hey, Xylon Farrell, Lloyd Hinton, two of our folks. They up in here.
I love Lloyd. Lloyd's the most amazing person.
Yeah, Lloyd's good people. People are showing up. Vanetta Colbert. We had 9 out of 50. Netta Colbert. Seagoon Williams. Come on, Alafia. We appreciate it. We 10 out of 50. So let's get busy. We got a lot to cover.
Yes.
And a short time to do it. Sarah, if you see anybody donating or whatever, Please shout them out for me, okay?
I will.
All right. And don't forget, you guys can go to my Cash App as well. Let's get into today's topics.
And
I want to jump right to it. Nottoway Plantation.
yes. Oh, beauty.
Hey,
I see nothing but beauty.
everybody talking about the ancestors, but when sinners talked about African spirituality, now all of a sudden we demonic.
Huh? Like Ahmad?
But I'm just saying, the ancestors are dancing because the plantation is burning.
Huh.
You can't have it both ways.
You can't.
Listen, we got to call out Black Christianity for being anti-Black against ancient spirituality that is yours. Back in these days, we mixed. We mixed Christianity with hoodoo. Don't play.
It is sensitive.
Listen,
I don't.
your grandmama knew them herbs.
Yeah.
That root work. That's what they call it. Let me call my root doctor. That's what, listen, Bobby from Murfreesboro, that's what he calls Dr. Russell. Zoe, I got to put you on to my roots doctor. He from Murfreesboro, Tennessee.
Yeah,
I'm from Chattanooga, Tennessee. Listen, that's country folk.
Mm-hmm.
Country, listen, you didn't know it was African spirituality. You have forgotten. The system attacked your knowledge of self, but you may have remembered some practices that Big Mama may have used.
Yeah.
You can't have it both ways. You can't celebrate the burning of this plantation when you still live on a historical and psychological one. Ooh, you can't. Oh, the ancestors is dance. But when somebody got an ancestor altar, you're a devil worshiper. Ooh, huh? Go ahead, Sarah. I see your mind.
No, but it's almost like when you see somebody drop $10, is it a blessing? Or is it for you to give it back?
Ooh, is it a loan?
Is it really a blessing?
Hey, Imad Al-Kubati. Thank you, brother.
I need you to say that one because I didn't want to mess up.
Imad Al-Kubati.
I feel like on What's Love got to do with it when Tina Turner started doing the chants.
Hey, hit us up. Namyo. Nah, but you see what I'm saying? I like to call it out. We can't celebrate. And you see I got a bunch of pictures of this plantation being burnt down, right? Mm-hmm. And there's various pictures. And
let's get to this view.
Yeah, and you start seeing like the ancestors dancing. They got Juneteenth pictures. Everybody at the cookout. Like, it's all popping. But what I'm saying is, listen, the thing that the white man did was to undo how you felt about yourself. See, the white man knew you had stories about you. Just like he got stories about himself that he plagiarized from you. And put himself in that position. What are you saying, Zoe?
History has been blackfaced.
Do you see what I'm saying? Zeus in Greek mythology, the top of the top in the Greek mythological pantheon of gods. What's his secret name? Ethiops. Ethiops, the black one, where we get the word Ethiopia. See, Ethiopia wasn't named Ethiopia by the quote-unquote Ethiopians. It was named by the Greeks and the Romans. Oh, I didn't know that. But what did they call it before they got there? Cush, Abyssinia. Come on, man. That's Queen Sheba now. You don't know no white Shebas?
Sheba. Sheba, baby.
You under dig? Chuck G, I'm trying to holler at everybody for supporting.
I don't be wanting to butt in when you're saying, but you know, yeah.
But do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They did a number on us. When America dropped the atomic bombs on Nagasaki and Hiroshima, For 5,000 years, the Japanese believed that their emperor was a physical manifestation of God. I'm going to call out the cognitive dissonance. The Pope can be the vicar of Christ, and ain't nobody got nothing to say about it. But when the Japanese man over here been a damn emperor, they believed in an emperor for 5,000 years. General MacArthur gets to go over there and say, one of the stipulations of your surrender to American forces is that y'all can no longer believe that he is an emperor, that he is the physical manifestation of God.
Uh-oh, that's terms and conditions. Okay.
Like, wait a minute, how is it that you can come in and tell us how to believe after 5,000 years of this particular belief?
And did.
Went right in there.
And did.
The point that I'm making is oftentimes when you're a conquered people, the key to sustaining your servitude and your capitulation is to change the narrative of what you think about yourself. Right now, one of the worst words you can call a black person is a nigga. That's because they don't know what it means. And the hustle is so, I don't care what it means. You get obstinate niggas. I don't care what you say it means. You walk them through the whole process. Nigga, niggas, right? Mm-hmm. They'll say, oh, I had an argument with one dude. He was like, no, it stops at Spain. The African languages don't count.
Oh, okay. That's...
So it stops at negro.
Is that what you're saying?
Wait a minute. It stops at negro because who said? See, you got to understand, white folk going to elevate their narrative. Mm-hmm. They're going to make themselves the expert of everybody's culture, and the people even within that culture have to subjugate themselves to their interpretation of your culture. That's not what we're doing here. Yeah. I'm going to come into this culture and tell this man, you are no longer an emperor. 5,000 years of history.
Soldier. Thank you.
Hey, Dade Soldier. Thank you, fam.
Oh, is it Dadi?
Oh, that's Dade Soldier.
Oh, okay, Dade. Okay.
But do you understand what I'm saying? So the knowledge of self has to be a part of war, right? In people that have been conquered. See what I'm saying? I got to erase who you think you are. Right? I got to erase that. You can't know who you really are. Look up the word niggas, negos. It only gets popularized a little bit when Kendrick says it on that To Pimp a Butterfly album. Mm-hmm. Niggas start, oh, niggas? Because Kendrick says it.
And I watched a podcast on it last week.
Do you see? But if you go deeper, niggas, negos. Ethiopia, nagast. The word means sovereign. It means sovereign God King. It goes to the east. We're going back to Japan. It goes to the east. Oh, it's a lineage of serpent kings, Nagas. If you pull up Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Ricky Tikki Tavi?
You remember Ricky Tikki Tavi, the cartoon?
Ricky Tikki Tavi.
Boy, Ricky Tikki Tavi. It's a cartoon based on a time, Victorian England in India. Remember, India was one of the conquered spaces of England. Mm-hmm. It was part of their empire, the British Empire, right? Yeah. Ricky Tikki Tavi is set in that. Who is the opponent to Ricky Tikki Tavi? The little mongoose.
What was it? It was a long time ago. So.
Two cobras. What were their name, male and female? Nag and Nagaina. Ricky Tikki Tavi kills the male, but the female was bigger and worse. Nagaina. Nagas, the serpent kings. Who protected Buddha when Buddha found enlightenment? Oh, they said it was a giant cobra who came up behind the Buddha and opened his hood to protect Buddha from the sun. This is why they call them the serpent kings. In ancient Egypt, we have the uraeus on the crown. We didn't see the serpent as evil. The serpent represented the regenerative process. That's why you see it on the medical symbol as the caduceus. The two serpents wrapped around, and then the wings open up at the top. That's your chakra centers that moved east and became part of the yogic and Avedya system in India. See, if you don't know your history and you take the definition of the colonizer, you're always going to be minimized. First and foremost, Christianity is yours too.
Well, why they don't want it? Why black people don't want it now?
But do you see what I'm saying? Like, wait a minute. Why I want to take the student's definition of my belief? Wait,
hold on.
I created Christianity. Yeah, white folk didn't create Christianity. Pull up some of the creators of that. Oh, the creator of the Baptist church, the creator of the Methodist church.
The black people, yeah.
But it'd be all white folk.
Oh no.
Martin Luther created the Lutherans, the Protestants. You start pulling all white folk. Y'all didn't create no spiritual belief system. The first people to create spirituality. And they didn't actually create it. We didn't create it. It came up out of us when we recognize consciously our place in the world. Can you imagine looking up at the stars and realizing, damn, I'm a part of something indescribable, but I'm also infinitesimal within what I'm perceiving?
The infinitesimal?
Small.
Oh.
It was the black man was the first man to think about God. Do you understand? To philosophize about God. To see the sun set in the west and say, oh, the sun died. But then rise in the east and say, oh, the sun was reborn.
That's beautiful.
They say Jesus is the Son of God, but the Greek word that is for son of is huios. Huios. What does huios mean? Hours. Horus. Hours. The sun set and the sun walked on the water. Well, at the sunset, you see the sun walk on the water. We understood these philosophies way back when. Now, you taking the white man's definition of your belief system. His job was to demonize where it came from so you'll never go back and reclaim your own sense of self. You know, the serpent is the devil. Nakas. Genesis chapter 3. Nakas. Don't mean snake. It means whisperer. And it also means divination, diviner. How did divination become evil? Because African spirituality deals with divination. Asking God. Asking Ifa. What's going to happen? Which direction should I go? That was our belief system. They get to practice it in their secret societies while at the same time outwardly claiming Christian.
Thank you, Roderick.
Roderick Ray. Do you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, but that's what a lot of, they say in Africa, there's a lot of, there be preachers in the morning and the witch doctor at night.
Your mama. Let's just keep it a buck. Yo mama them, Big Mama them, they were the original witches. And my mama got the gift. She read a nigga. Well, and if she wanna hurt you, she can hurt you with her words.
Well, you know about the veil of blood? Like you say, if you're born with a veil of blood over your face, then you can see in both realms.
Come on.
Yeah. I have people in my family like that.
That's hoodoo. That's a belief system.
I didn't know
Hoodoo,
that.
Native American, Christianity, African, it's all mixed. There's a whole damn what's them trying to say? There's a whole province in Nigeria called voodoo.
What the place is called voodoo?
The place. Then it comes over to the Americas, voodoo. And what happens is, as black folk normally do, we set trip. Hoodoo ain't voodoo. Voodoo ain't Ifa. And it's like, they all branches of the same thing. Ifa is the light. Do you understand what I'm saying? Ifa is the light. It gives birth to all the others. Just like Catholicism in Christianity gives birth. You got some Christians out there that don't even know that. Catholicism gives birth to all other forms of Christianity.
Yeah, that's true. MJ Fada.
MJ Fada, what up?
Or it could be Fada. I don't know.
But you understand what I'm saying? Gives birth. It was the Lutherans that said, it was the Protestants. We protest against this shit. Catholicism. And what do they call what Catholic means? The universal C. Universal. Catholic is a term, Latin, universal. How you become universal, pimp? When Jesus said, I am but sent to the lost sheep of the house of Israel only. When did it become universal, pimp?
Well, he said, didn't he come to everybody? Then he changed it.
Who said that? Jesus or Paul?
Jesus.
No, it was Paul.
But Jesus still did stuff for the...
He did stuff for people. Get those Bible verses up, Matthew.
Hold on. I knew it from my phone. Let me do it right.
The book of Matthew chapter 5.
Matthew 5. Oh,
well, chapter 5, verse 17. I think not that I come to change the law, but only to fulfill it. And shall not one dot or one tittle in no wise be changed from the law.
You said 5:13?
5:17.
5:17. Okay. All right.
What does it say now?
Okay, and it reads, do not think that I have come to abolish the law.
No, ma'am.
Or the prophets.
My.
I have not come to abolish them.
To fulfill?
He trying to trip me up. But to fulfill them.
My. Go to Galatians 3:10, written by Paul. My. Don't be anti-black spirituality, black folk. What does it say?
And it reads, as many as are of the works of the law are under a curse. For it is written, cursed is everyone who does not abide by all things written in the book of the law to do them.
Read that top one again.
As many as are of the works of the law are under a curse. For it is written, cursed is everyone who does not abide by all things written in the book of the law.
Stop playing with people, Paul. Nobody's under the curse of the law. You know Jesus, his words are the red words. They supersede everybody else's word. You don't get to come in and say people are under a curse. And many Christian pastors have used Galatians 3:10 to justify not being under the law that Jesus followed. Well, all I'm saying is we can play reindeer games all we want with these damn verses. The reality of it is most of us are reading out of the King James Version. The King James Version was specifically designed to dumb down the spirituality within the book. Where did what version of the Bible did King James use?
What did he use?
To translate into English. What version did he use? He used the Vulgate. 1611 AD. Vulgate. Vulgate comes from the Latin root vulgus, which means commoner, unread, unlearned, the populace. 1611 AD. Here you go. Here you go. We're going to dumb it down so the commoners who barely can read can access it without understanding the esoteric and spiritual meaning in it. If they can't access the spiritual meaning in it, they will be imprisoned by it. That's when it becomes a perpetual practice and not a tool for transcendence.
So that's big. It was the big pharma.
The spiritual big pharma.
We gonna treat you. We ain't gonna cure you.
No, nigga, we gonna treat you. We ain't gonna cure you is dynamic.
Once or twice, I'm gonna drop some gems, okay? Once or twice.
Yo, it's 300 people in here right now. 300 people. Everybody hit the like button, hit the like button, hit the like button. Listen, we got 16 supporters on the super chat. We're going for 50.
Yes.
We got 16. We're doing good. We're asking people to hit the like button, to hit the share button, to subscribe. All of those things are free. But we're also asking people to drop a 5 spot on my Cash App, $ZoWhat Netter, or right here, right on the super chat. The super chat is the $sign right below. So again, did you see all of those pictures? That I have so many pictures
so many
of
pictures.
The plantation.
Oh yeah, I flashed some while you were talking.
Yeah.
We have this one, this beauty here.
So yes, I'm happy that the plantation burnt down. But you can't have your cake and eat it too. You can't have it both ways. You can't say African spirituality is of the devil when it gave birth to religiosity and spirituality globally. Nigga, Nagas, Nedger in the Medu Netter, Nedger, NGR. Grammatically, NGR is nigga. Negus, Nagas, the serpent kings, nigga. I'm going to tell you nigga mean ignorant. Because I'm your slave master. I'm going to tell you nigga means ignorant. But when you go back, it doesn't mean death. Negro, black, that's your Spanish. Remember, the Latin languages includes Latin, Portuguese, Spanish, the European languages.
Yep.
They say, no, there's another branch of it. Negro also can mean necro. Well, necro is different. Necro means death. So what they're trying to say is the Black Death. And black people are adjacent to death, which is why the medieval painters would always paint the demons in hell as ghouls and goblins, and they were always black.
What does that mean, that you're close to the rebirth?
Listen, keep going,
That was
sir.
good right
there.
Yeah. That was good.
Do you see what I'm saying? But if you don't know your history, I don't want motherfuckers showing up to celebrate when things happen in a positive way, but be in the background hating on what you just celebrated. You talking about the damn ancestors are happy and celebrating this, while at the same time, parenthetically and paradoxically, talking about this devil worship. Y'all shouldn't be watching the movie Sinners when your grandmama was a witch.
But some people are more spiritually sensitive than others.
Sure.
That's the thing. And some people can't watch they can't watch everything.
Sure. You got to get ready for it. I'll give you that.
Yeah, certain things people are like, oh, it's not scary. It ain't scary to you. But some things that you may think are scary are when you've seen stuff, evil for real, and you realize how close this person and got to putting it on screen. That's crazy to me.
You know what's interesting about African spirituality? Watch this. They only have God. They don't have a devil.
I have a theory on that, though.
White folk done came in here. Hey, Ramal, Anubis, Musa. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up? James, thank you. Folks are coming in here. We got 18.
Uh-oh. Is it offer time?
We trying to get... Hey, 333 people in the building. My. The folks are showing up today. Yes. Everybody who supported. Everybody who sowed a seed. Everybody. Yes, everybody who sowed a seed. Yes. My. Watch him move in your life. Watch how he moves. Everybody who sowed the seed.
Oh my God. Own your mama.
Oh,
Own your.
all you gotta do is wait on it. You ain't never waited in vain before. He done showed up when you least expected it. His time is not your time, but when it shows up, it's right on time. Hey!
Oh yeah.
My.
Oh yeah. Oh my.
My. Yes.
Warrior. And we back. Back to you, Zo.
Oh my God. Close the door.
Hey, close it. Yeah. Oh.
Ushers.
Oh.
Huh? Close the door.
That's what I said.
Close the door. Come on. Hurry up.
What?
Close the door.
Go. Ain't no, oh yes.
They said, see what happens when Sarah's back. Close the door.
Close it.
So I'll just say, wrapping up this point, we listen. We'll call out anti-blackness in American culture, but we tend to struggle to call out anti-blackness in Christianity, in the church. There's some Pastor Bryant, no disrespect to the brother, Jamal Bryant, sage is evil. But in the church, some churches burn frankincense. We know the Catholic Church definitely burns
my
frankincense.
allergies be so bad over there.
But let's get back to it. Wait a minute. Where is the resin that produces frankincense? Oh, it's in Africa. So they can go to Africa to get ingredients for their religious sacraments. But somehow Africa is the dark continent and evil. Your mama was a witch, and a witch was never bad. All it meant, listen, they had witches as slaves when they came over here. The witches was speaking death onto the slave masters. Look up, these white folk done took those images and put them on clothes. In the damn fashion show. With a slave, she got her mouth covered. Now the black man can't stand the black woman's mouth. Oh, wow. The white man never could stand. The white man never could stand the black woman's mouth because she spoke death on his ass. She was a witch. Look it up, Sarah. Just look up female black slave mouth covered. Female black slave mouth covered. Come on now. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I'm not talking to you. I'm saying this was our history and just a small part of it. Okay. Look up the image.
So this says here. The image described evokes the horrific reality of slavery and the dehumanization practices used to control enslaved people. Iron muzzles as form of punishment and control. Iron muzzles, also known as slave bits or punishment collars, were devices placed on enslaved individuals to restrict their ability to speak, eat, or drink. They were used as a form of punishment for perceived insubordination or as a way to maintain control over enslaved people. And then Oladiah Aquanio, totally probably messed it up, in his autobiography described witnessing an enslaved woman forced to wear an iron muzzle, highlighting the cruelty and dehumanization associated with the practice.
And there are images of it, right?
Yeah.
Let's see the images. Boom. Oh my God. Third one, second row.
Third one, this one right
Boom. Here. That's the famous one. They done printed that shit on a dress.
What?
Yeah. Boom.
Oh my God. Let me see.
You can't listen. The great I am, Travis Booker Jr. What up? What up? We got 19 of 50. Come on, guys. Let me just say this. We have an hour and 11 minutes left to hit this goal. I'm not going to be here for that whole amount of time, so I'm encouraging everybody either go to the Super Chat or my Cash App and support the channel. Please go to my Super Chat or my Cash App and support. I'm going to go to my Cash App and shout out everybody who did that as well. And let's just keep going. This is why, what? Damn, that's harsh.
What?
Sarah and Zoe together, stronger than a McDonald's Sprite.
Oh, okay, baby. Just don't put no vodka in it, dilute it a little bit. No, sorry.
So, I just want y'all to know, a witch wasn't a bad thing. Even the iconic versions of witch. When you see a green witch with the black hat and the pointed hat, listen, and riding a broom and all that, that's the European depiction. And that's not an ancient depiction. The ancient depiction of a witch is a beautiful black woman. All it meant was she can, you've heard this before. The Bible even, she can speak life into you or death into you. So be careful how you deal with her. Be careful with how you handle her. Now, they have recontextualized society so much to where bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks can come out of men's mouths, and then they wonder how women come into their lives, as the great Dick Gregory said, as a fucking hurricane. Who is Storm in African iconography? It's Oya. Do you see? Oya becomes Storm for Stan Lee's X-Men. She from Africa. That's Oya. Oya is the tempest. She's stirred up in your life when you are stirred up internally. When you are internally chaotic and you attract an Oya, she'll turn your life upside down. Are y'all listening? Africans created this. I'm tired of Christian, black American Christians thinking that their theology is above reproach. If your theology was authored by a white man, you got the wrong definitions. She might be a witch, and I'm okay with it. In West Africa, what is a witch? Age. What is age? Magic. What is, not magic, but money. Excuse me, money. Oh, he's a warlock. You don't understand the etymology. Magic. Magi. The three magi, the wise men, magic, wisdom. Magi means wisdom. In the Arabic, hikmah, el-hikmah, the wisdom. You lost the wisdom of knowledge of self. You lost the wisdom of who you are. Christianity says don't matter who you are, but it always mattered who you are.
Yeah.
That's what the oral tradition was about. We passing down who your mama is, who her mama is, who her mama is, who her mama is. And we doing it on your daddy's side too. White man came in and uprooted all of that. I'm going to give your ass a standardized belief system. And it's going to be sanitized of spiritual meaning that connects back to your knowledge of self.
Big Lee, thank you very much.
Yo, Big Lee. Good looking, good looking, good looking, good looking. I want to, hey, moderators, please shout out everybody that is able to support. Please just hit him with a like button. Tapped in said frankincense is to announce the coming of the word, the presence of the Lord. Come on, Cali soul, let's go. And where does it come from? Ethiopia. That's where the resin come from.
That's what, okay.
Ethiopia is the dark continent according to Europe. They tried to say you were dark. But Gerald Massey, in his writings, called Egypt the light of the world. Credo Mutwa from South Africa said, oh, all of Africa has the same belief, just different terminology. And Egypt is the baby of the family. Think how profound that shit is. Egypt is our little brother. That's the baby. That's Marlon Jackson, nigga.
Oh, not Marlon. Oh.
That's Randy. That's Randy Jackson.
Thank you, Dave Woo. Dev Woo.
Dev Woos, what
Dev
up?
Woo.
Live from Montreal, Canada. Starting to wake up to spirituality. I am that I am. Thank you, Zoe. Let's keep going. But you understand what I'm saying? The fuck? You gonna let somebody come in and tell you what your systems are? And you and your genes, your lineage. You got a light-skinned sister with an immortal gene. What's her name? Hicks.
Oh, Oh, the mortal gene. Oh, Henrietta Hicks.
Henrietta, look, pull her up. You got a light-skinned woman, black woman. Why am I saying light-skinned? Because it matters. Because some people would think, oh, she got to be dark-skinned to
Henrietta
have...
Lacks. That's her name.
Henrietta Lacks. She got to be dark-skinned to have an immortal gene. No, she just got to be black. And all shades of colors come out of the African.
Yep.
You understand? Henrietta Lacks. An immortal gene. Let that sink in. The African acknowledged and venerated the ancestors.
Thank you, Larry. Yep.
No. The Egungun is what it's called. Or Egun. Egungun or Egun. Ancestors. I need to holler at my grandmama. You saw it in Black Panther. T'Challa becomes the Black Panther after defeating M'Baku. He goes into the ceremony to take the heart-shaped flower.
Oh, is that the one when you touch it, it goes?
No, the purple flower, and they ground it into a liquid. He drank it. Then he saw his father on the other side. And his father was telling him about the weight of the mantle of kingship. Then he went, I saw him. Egungun. That's what I'm saying, black folk. Stop attacking everything that seems unfamiliar because you've been conditioned to forget yourself. Go back to the book of Luke. In the book of Luke, does it not give the genealogy?
Oh, yeah.
When it talks about Jesus, the son of Whoop, Whoop, the son of Wop, Whoop, the Wop, all the way back to Adam, the son of God. Now you said Jesus was his only begotten. But in the book of Luke, it says Adam, the son of God. It gives you the whole lineage all the way back to Adam.
But it says that also calls Jesus the second Adam.
So here's my point. Listen to what I'm about to say, y'all. God is all of our oldest ancestor. Henrietta Lacks has an immortal gene. What the fuck? Who's immortal in this whole equation? God is. Yeah. And that's your first ancestor? But you forgot all about that. We don't worship no ancestors. The dead is the dead. We don't know nothing about the dead.
Dreadlock Conversation says, we are not witches, we are healers.
We are witches. The actual term Ajay. Think about your genetic memory. There's little black girls running around here. Their name is Ajay.
Oh my God. I don't. If I mention this, I know people are gonna be mad, but there's actually a very famous drag queen named that.
But do you understand what I'm saying? You got little black girls named Tamara and Tamara. Mm-hmm. It's the ancient name of Egypt. Ta-ma-re. Ta-ma-re. Ta, earth, ma, water, re, sun. The Tamara, we brought it in Tamara. Bring Tamara through here.
What's Sarah mean? Is Sarah in there somewhere? Okay, all right. No, I don't get I don't get no ancestral shout out. Okay. It was like
You understand? Okay, I'm gonna move on. But I just wanted to cover that. We got to stop with this spiritual. warfare, this anti-blackness. Nottoway Plantation, circa 1859, was the largest remaining antebellum. Antebellum is the period of slavery. Was the largest remaining antebellum home along the Great River Road in Louisiana. It has burned to the ground and is completely destroyed. A fire in a rear wing started on Thursday and had been contained. Approximately an hour later, winds reignited. Who is the wind? Oya? Storm. Oya. The winds reignited the embers and fires spread throughout the main house. Firefighters are confirming the house couldn't be contained.
And hey, and then there's that.
And then you have it.
So basically, the house caught itself on fire.
The winds.
Oh.
The embers. They said the winds picked up the embers, and there you have it. We got other stories here that I want to cover.
But antebellum portion in like slavery history and all that kind of thing was like the Victorian era, era type. Like it was like high society trash.
Yes.
Yeah, it was terrible.
And then this is when the white man considered himself the father of his woman.
Yeah.
It's called paternalism.
Mm-hmm.
The father of his woman, as well as the father of his property, i.e. his slaves.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm a punish you, I'm a feed you, I'm a love you, and I'm a guide you like I'm your father because I am. According to this toxic society of what that means.
Mm.
You think the vestiges of that type of PTSD is not still in your genetic makeup? The lack of knowledge of self, man. Hospitals. A hospital tells family of brain-dead Georgia woman that she must carry a fetus to birth because of the abortion ban. The lady is brain dead, but she's pregnant. A pregnant woman in Georgia who was declared brain dead after a medical emergency has been on life support for 3 months to let the fetus grow enough to be delivered. A move her family says a hospital told them was required under the state's strict anti-abortion law. With her due date still more than 3 months away, it could be one of the longest of such pregnancies. Her family is upset that Georgia's law that restricts abortions once cardiac activity is detected doesn't allow relatives to have a say in whether a pregnant woman is kept on life support. Georgia's so-called heartbeat law is among the restrictive abortion statutes that have been in place in many conservative states since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade 3 years ago. When Roe v. Wade was overturned 3 years ago, the thinking was let the states decide what their individual laws will be regarding abortion. Trump was very big on that. He said, no. The federal government will have no say in this. We'll allow the states to decide what they should do. Now, what makes that problematic is from state to state, you're going to have different laws around this particular issue. And the women who are subjugated to that will fight and say, you shouldn't be able to tell us what to do with our bodies. But unfortunately, this is where we live today. It's quite interesting. You have a brain dead woman who's been brain dead for 3 months, who's got another trimester to go, but the state will not allow for an abortion. So she's being kept alive in order for the fetus to grow so that they can have a birth.
So the baby is living in a coffin. She's not alive. A part of the nurturing process is the mother, taking care of the kid. Like, that sounds weird. This just sounds.
Don Black, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Oh, thank you, Don. I named my voice.
But that's wild, right? So, listen, let me tell you something, man. Men don't understand spirituality. When I say men, I'm speaking humanity. Doesn't understand spirituality. Yeah. What if brain dead means no access to consciousness? So the whole concept of the baby is being allowed to grow inside of a coffin has resonance. The mother's spirit is not connected. Yeah. How can that affect the child that is growing in this environment? Psychologists have postulated that attachment injuries can happen in vitro.
Oh, yeah. That child needs to be watched a lot.
So watch this. Pull up. It's a YouTube video. Dr. Emoto.
Dr. Emoto?
And it's called The Rice Experiment. Pull it up. And while she's pulling that up, I want to shout at everybody. Say, welcome back, Sarah. I hope you guys are hitting Sarah's Cash App. Please support our Cash Apps as well. Who is that? 263 TY. Thank you. Welcome back. Who is that? Don Black. Thank you.
Is it Emotes?
It's Emoto. Dr. Emoto. There's a video.
Okay.
Yes. It's called The Rice Experiment. If you YouTube it, it'll come right up. Tracy Brooks. Baba, your fire. Hi, family. What up, sis Sarah?
Hello.
But do you understand what I'm saying? So you have clinicians that say, hey, man, attachment injuries happen in vitro, inside the womb. What if...
Rice and water experience shows how thought...
Do you see it?
Yeah.
So you've been introduced...
Not him.
No.
Anyway, as Sarah is looking for it, that's not it.
Dr. Masaru Emoto.
Or is it?
How human thoughts, words, and intentions can alter your reality.
Yes, we want to play it.
It's playing on the screen.
The results
Yes.
I can hear it.
No, I want to play it up there.
Okay. That's gonna take a second.
Yeah, it's very important. I want to play that video.
Okay, let me go ahead. Let me see.
And that's why I was saying, this is very important because, like I said, you brought up that point that the baby is growing in a coffin.
Okay.
And all I'm simply saying is, what happens to a baby that's disconnected from the conscious spirit of its mother? Like, this is why I say they don't understand spirituality. They don't know what's going on. Like, you don't know making laws to interfere with certain spiritual, practices. You don't know what that can do or what effects that may have. And I just think it's very important that we have deeper and more expansive conversations on these things or we'll continue to run into issues like this.
It's gonna take a second because I have to pull up the download.
No, I got it. I'm gonna go over to Cash App and try to shout out some folk if I can. Hey, don't be afraid. Hit that Cash App. I appreciate everybody. My Cash App is $ZoWhat Netter. We got Zeta. We got John. We got ZoHood. Okay. Amir. Digital. Lloyd Hinton. Christian. Gladney. Brandon. Carlton. Charles. OC. LaTroy, Willie Johnson.
Oh, Willie Johnson.
Leon, Phillip, and Danny. We appreciate everybody for showing up. We appreciate everybody for showing up. Let me see. What do we have on our drive here? We have 49 minutes left, but I'm not going to be on that late. I'm about to get off in a few minutes. So, but I really want you guys to continue to support. Hit the super chat while you can, because we won't be here for long. We hit 26 of 50. We asked for people to show up and drop a 5 spot. Let me get to the next story after. Well, no, I can't get to the next story. I'm waiting for our girl.
Yeah, I'm waiting for the pop.
Nah, you good.
Slow.
You good. You good. Let me see what the next story is. I know we got to cover Diddy.
Where is this? Okay, here we go.
Oh, this is gonna be cold too.
Oh, Valley was not. What?
This gonna be cold too. Fire show, Zoe. Thank you. Hey, Rob L. I appreciate it. Let's get a roll call going. What up, Erica 34? Mom and First Spirit hasn't left yet. Not only the mother, where there isn't anyone talking to the belly, all it's hearing is the sounds of beeps. But if the mother's heart is still beating, it could get the connection from. Hey, you know, I hear you. Yeah, we in here now. Thanks for speaking on these topics, Miss Walker. Thank you. Willie Johnson, classic. And don't worry about it. We good. People talking about Cassie. I see y'all in the chat. Hey, don't forget, tonight, 7 to 9 p.m., Zoe Williams, the voice of reason, is back on KBLA Talk 1580. I've been really quiet about KBLA. I haven't even told Sarah.
What?
I'm going to stay quiet, but I'm going to tell you off the air. When I tell you, ooh, la, 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 ooh.
What does that mean?
When a nigga sing, ooh, la, 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 ooh. That's all I got to say. DJ Inglewood, glad to hear Sarah. Again, if you're in the Los Angeles area, go to the miracleinglewood.com. Go to miracleinglewood.com and get your tickets. Buy your tickets right now. I ain't even gonna lie. Ticket sales have been slow. I'll say it. Everybody in LA saying, oh, no, they're going to show up. They're going to show up the day of the show. But the ticket sales have been a little slow. They've been moving, but not at the pace we initially anticipated that they would. But they're like, oh, LA got so much going on. Don't worry. People going to show up day of. They're going to try to buy their tickets at the door. I'm telling you, if you're in here, get your tickets now. The Miracle Inglewood.com, May 31st. Me, Ray Grady, clinicians versus comedians. It's going to be absolutely bonkers what we have lined up for you guys. I want you guys to support.
Oh, I think I got it.
You got it?
Yeah, it's coming up. Wait. Where'd it go? Oh, God. Where are we going? Okay, here we go. Oh, here it is.
Sending prayers. What up, Cali Soul?
We sending prayers?
I love Cali Soul. She good folk.
She's amazing. She's amazing.
So you got this video for me?
Yes, it's loading up on the thing here.
All right. Sarah over here cooking. I love it.
Let's see if it's going to.
And then after this video concludes, or the piece I want to play, we will transition right into the next story because I have another one lined up.
All right. While this pulling up. No. Well, I put that in the chat.
What happened?
The video. I put it in the chat for a second. But while it's pulling up, just shout out to my friend Farrah. She went to the other side yesterday. So
Was Farrah in here?
No, Farrah, she had cancer and yep. But I do have it pulled up now.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
All right, here we go.
Please watch this video.
Japanese researcher and healer Dr. Masaru Emoto
proved how human thoughts, words, and intentions can alter your reality through his famous rice and water experiments. The results are astounding. Dr. Emoto labeled 3 beakers of cooked rice with water as follows. Beaker number 1 was labeled with the words, "Thank you." Beaker number 2 was labeled, "You idiot." And finally, beaker number 3 was ignored. Every day for a month, Emoto spoke the words on the label to the rice. After 30 days, beaker number 1, which was labeled, "Thank you," began to ferment, giving off a pleasant aroma. Beaker number 2, which was labeled, "You idiot," turned black. And lastly, beaker number 3, the ignored rice, began to rot, turning green. Many others around the world have repeated this experiment using different words, such as "I love you" and "I hate you." The results are shocking. The rice with negative words spoken to it always rots. IKEA UAE also conducted a similar experiment with plants. IKEA had school children speak with 2 identical plants for 30 days. One plant was spoken to with positive words and the other with negative words. Both the plants were kept in identical conditions. However, after 30 days, the results were astonishing. The plant which was showered with positive words thrived, and the plant which was spoken negatively to wilted and had drooping leaves. To watch the full IKEA UAE plant experiment, see the link in our description box. Both Dr. Emoto's and IKEA's experiments demonstrate that all words hold a vibration. These studies conclude that thoughts, feelings, and words affect the molecular structure of water, given water was used in the rice experiment and also the plant experiment, since plants are made up of up to 95% water. With the human body also being made of 70% water, these experiments demonstrate the power of thoughts, feelings, and words in creating our physical realities. So, have you been paying attention to your thoughts, feelings, and words?
The key aspect of that rice experiment was the beaker of rice that was ignored. You said the baby was growing in a coffin.
Yeah.
Indifference caused the rice to rot. We don't know what type of being, we're allowing to come into this world without the connection, to its mother. And I'm not just talking about physically, where the body is just basically a machine, but I'm talking about emotionally, psychologically. We don't know what type of, and it doesn't necessarily have to be negative, but it's really interesting to see, like, what could happen. Like, I'm concerned about that. That's crazy.
Yeah, it's because but
Chris Harton says, thanks for the show. No, thank you for being here. 333 people in here. I hope everybody has done their due diligence, gone to my Cash App, $ZoWhat Netter, drop a 5 spot. Go to Sarah. What's your Cash App?
Sundays with Sarah.
Sundays with Sarah. Please support Sarah. Sundays. I did something wrong here. Okay. Right? Or you could hit the super chat at the bottom of the chat. Let me get back to it. We got a couple. Wait, Sarah, you were saying something?
Yes, I was saying something. So what if the dad was still there and was, instead of, it's like somebody talking to you outside of the.
Yeah, talking to the belly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be good, especially while the child is in vitro. I think that would be good. But it would counterbalance some of it, but you just think it's mom. There's a reason, mom is God in the world. That's our first teacher. That's the first connection. Mom is God.
Wouldn't it feel like it's almost like you're buried alive and you can hear, or like when you're unconscious, like when you're in a comatose state, like I can hear everything but I feel nothing.
Wow, that's what I'm saying. It's interesting that they would allow something like that to happen.
Yeah.
Not to say that I'm pro abortion or against abortion. I'm just saying sometimes the law gets tangled up in things that maybe it wasn't meant to handle. You know what I mean? Like maybe this is where, you shouldn't have a say.
Yeah.
Maybe. I'm not sure. So just an interesting case. I'm glad it was sent to me. YG addresses childhood abuse. Says 90% of men he talked to or talked with deal with sexual assaults from older women. Yeah, IG is opening up about being sexually assaulted by an older woman at the age of 14. This is something that is not talked about a lot in our community. There are older female sexual predators that will groom some young swipe.
But how many young men too? Because if men like to play the victim card on women, what about guys who actively seek after their mama friend or their older sister's bad girlfriend?
But that's two different stories, Sarah.
Oh, okay.
It's
So
true.
the predator.
It's true. My mama has some pretty friends. None of them listen to my little badass. But I'm saying that's a different story than what's being presented here. And what's being presented here doesn't get enough attention. There are women out there doing this.
Yeah.
And it is negatively affecting young men. Now, we always talk about what men have done to women, 100%. Right? 100%. Men, there are some men out there that are guilty of hurting women. But what's not talked about as much is the flip of that coin. Why do you think that is, Sarah?
Because, especially in the black community, not only does other cultures and stuff kind of over-sexualize us, we do it ourselves as well. So you just think that boy mannish. So it never really, it seems, to go back on the woman being the aggressor. That little boy, he was going to do that anyway. It's kind of like it's a cop-out. It happens, but it seems as if, this is going to sound very horrible, but it seems as if a guy wouldn't have a problem with being taken advantage of sexually by a female.
Do you see how often
it's double standard?
It's a double standard.
Yeah.
And it's really messed up because the same way we look at a girl being taken advantage of by a boy or a man or something like that, and we look at the girl as innocent and delicate, and she, because of this experience, was ruined. I've heard that narrative. She's been ruined because of this. And it's going to take a lot of healing for her to come back from this. Man, I remember when I was a little kid, I think I was around 12. And there was a girl that I really liked. She was 10. And it was all cool. We were just hanging out as little kids. By the time I'm 16, she's 14. I'm hella friends with her grandmama, with her mama, and then one day I go to see her, they say, "No, you can't come over. You can't, you're not going to be able to come over for a while." Well, and we don't know how we're going to get in contact with you, but you can't come over for a while.
What?
So as a kid, I didn't understand what happened. I was like, damn, what's going on? This ain't cool. What did I... And as a kid, I put it on me. Like, what did I do? But then when I go back, where was I? I was thinking of working at a daycare center or something like that. They tell me what happened to her. She got raped.
Oh, wow.
Right? And what's cool is we still reconnect later on And me and her mom and you know her grandmama, we still cool. So we reconnect later on, but that shit traumatized the fuck out of her. She was fucked up over that.
But I think more female. This is my years of watching Law and Order SVU, but it seems as if like when it happens to women, it's more violent. When it happens to men, young boys, a lot of young boys, to me, I feel like they don't understand it's happening because it's very nurturing and loving, like it's supposed to happen. Like a woman is
sometimes that's the worst.
Savvier predator.
Yeah, but sometimes that's the worst kind.
Oh yeah, I believe.
So
yeah.
in a lot of ways, like for instance, the covert narcissist, right? Where you think you're being nurtured and cared for by a motherfucker, and they're really taking advantage of you. And then when that comes to light, it hurts even more. Yeah. At least with the more direct version, and I'm not saying a more direct version of rape or anything like that. It's all bad to me. But I think sometimes American culture has a problem seeing boys, little black boys, as victims. And that's not a good thing. You can't, a boy's innocence can be taken just like a girl's innocence. And it doesn't matter the methodology or the approach that's being used. If you're taking someone's innocence, in a way, you are taking someone's sovereignty.
Wow. Their
self-sovereignty. You feel what I'm saying? Hey, Raheem 7, come on. Brother Zoe, I'm a student / fan of the show, but keep Sarah around and go get Jeff Brown again. Y'all got something special. Kobe had to get Gasol and Odom. That's funny. That's funny. I love it. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Please continue to support. You can support multiple ways. You can go to my Cash App, $ZoWhat Netter, or you can go to the $ down at the bottom of the chat. That little $. We just asking people to hit, 5 spot here or there. We appreciate it. But YG is opening up about it, and I think it's very important. There's an article of it online. Can you pull that article up to see exactly what YG is attempting to do? Because again, sexually abused by an older woman at age 14. If the shoe is on the other foot and it's a man doing that to a girl, he's a rapist. Yeah. Off rip. Do we have a double standard? Is this what IG or YG is trying to expose?
Would you want me to read a little bit on that?
Huh?
Want me to read a little bit?
I want you. Yeah.
Okay. All right. This is coming from Billboard. How you doing? Okay. YG revealed he was the victim of sexual abuse when he was a teenager on his poignant 2004 single In March. Now, the Compton rapper is opening up to about sexually assault, is opening up to about being assaulted by a 30-year-old woman. Oh my God, when he was just 14 years old. I kept it inside for a long time, he said ABC News on Wednesday, May 14th. My family's first time hearing about that was when the record came out. The 35-year-old said he played the candid track for some of his male friends and was surprised to hear that many could relate after enduring similar experiences growing up. 90% of the people that I played it for, the males, they all got similar stories. That was the conversation everyone was having, he said. It was like, yeah, I was sexually abused too.
And see, Sarah, you exemplified all of the stereotypes around the response to this happening, which is you should like it. Or a woman is more sensual and a woman is more seductive, and maybe you like being able to get your dick taken from you. But in reality, these are listen, I'm about to say this way. These are boy spirits that should be valued and cherished just as much as girl spirits.
Mm-hmm.
And if you accelerate their experiences by doing something to them that they're not quite ready for, you don't know how they're going to respond and or cope with that.
Mm.
Do you see? It could spark hyper promiscuity. It could spark a lowering of self-esteem. Right?
Yeah.
You don't know because you're hacking into their spirit. Sex is a spirit act. So now you're hacking into their spirit before they even understood that aspect of who they are. It's very dangerous. And I think we have to get away from the fear of villainizing horrible women. We don't have a problem villainizing and calling out horrible men. We got a whole trial with Diddy right now.
Yeah.
Right? Oh, he made me do fellatio until my mouth hurt. I had sores in my mouth. This is Cassie. Right?
Mm.
And we can all empathize and be like, oh, Cassie. But when YG comes out, how come his story isn't as sensational as this story? Oh, he's not a bigger star. But the story of what he's talking about.
R. Kelly said he was molested when he
I was going to bring that up.
Oh, I'm sorry about it. Oh.
No, but you know.
Yeah.
That's good you brought it up. Go ahead.
Yeah, R. Kelly was molested by his sister, but it reminds me of my niece actually graduated from the Army boot camp last week, right?
Oh, nice.
And she's 26, and it's like, I'm not mad that she's gay. I'm more mad that she looks better than her girlfriend and she's a stud. But anyway, but my niece was molested by my sister's ex-fiance, and that's why. But to notice that they completely changed. And it became a more like hypersexual, like a woman. You would think they would be more into men. She shut it down.
See?
She only wear baggy clothes. She became an immediate recluse and stuff like that. And it's like, but the weird thing is, it's like she wanted to become a guy. So she, in her mind, if she was a guy, he never would have came on to her like that. He never would have been able to take control over her. So it's like a guy is thinking like, well, if I admit this assault, then people gonna think something is wrong with me. Because why wouldn't you want an affection of a woman? Yeah, you a sister. You want. If
I'm weak.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it could open them up to sexual depravity. It could also open them up to asexuality, where they become asexual. Because asexual means I don't even know if I want to have sex at all. I don't have sexual desire or drive because something was done to me. And you got to remember the work of Babette Rothschild, The Body Remembers. If what happened to that child, whether it's a boy or a girl, is perceived and experienced as an attack, as something against their spiritual will, that's going to turn into trauma, and the body remembers trauma. So guess what? Just like a girl who's trying to be intimate again after having been raped.
Yeah.
She's got to relearn intimacy to where she doesn't see it as an attack on her self-sovereignty. Because remember, rape is about power.
Yeah.
So sometimes the road back to intimacy is a very long and difficult one, where you have to distinguish between this is intimacy that I want versus what happened to me is something I didn't want and now I'm protective against. So sometimes even the intimacy you want looks and feels like the intimacy you didn't want.
Yeah. But I think for like the difference between like somebody being raped and somebody being molested, because I think he molested or was he?
Look what he said.
He said that he
raped, molested, abused.
But I think it's different.
Sexual assault.
But because to me, this is my. I know it's gonna sound like I'm making a joke out of it, but I'm not. I relate a lot of things to food. So to me, rape is more instant. It's a quick fry. It's a very instant acute trauma, right? But when you're molested, it's more of a slow cook. You know what I'm saying? Over time,
Over
it's
time,
layers
constantly, over and over.
They're
Yeah.
developing the flavors. You know what I'm saying? They're developing their way in which to manipulate you completely. So
Yeah, man. That's tough. Listen, man. Sick society. Sick society. We cooking on today's topic, man.
Speaking
This
of food,
right?
know what I'm saying?
Wow, here we go. And scene. Let's cover this. A. Marie says humans were engineered by the Anunnaki and trees have consciousness.
I don't have her. I don't have her.
It's in there somewhere. A. Marie. Well, I met A. Marie years ago through Kev.
Oh, okay.
The homeboy Kev. They know A. Marie. Kev and his girlfriend at the time was friends with A. Marie and her dude. And I met them. So I suspect a lot of her Anunnaki knowledge comes from my brother Kev. But she could have gotten it on her own. But yeah, everybody's talking about the Anunnaki and all this, that, and the third, and this is why they don't teach it in in high school, a part of history. Anunnaki, but the Anunnaki is still an extension of the Asiatic black men that moved east out of Africa. This is where you get Sumer. This is where you get Babylon. This is where you get Akkad, the Akkadians, and all of that. All of that stuff is our stuff. And when you look at Anunnaki, that is the equivalent to the Egyptian Neteru, equivalent to the East or West African Orisha, equivalent to the Babylonian Balaam. That's all that is. It's the same story being retold over and over and over again. Yes, A. Marie, the singer.
There's another one.
Right? The biblical Elohim, the Arabic Allahumma, it's all the same thing. I just wanted to mention that. What else do we have here?
We have the statues.
Huh?
I'm talking about the statues.
Let's pull that up.
Okay, which are we going? We're going straight to this one.
I just want to know, what are they playing at?
What? Reindeer games.
What kind of reindeer games are being played? A global renaissance, statues of black women raised across the world. But why?
Why?
What
I
you
don't
want?
get it. And why all of them got an attitude? One waiting on the bus, one way her kids are walking too slow, and I told them to come there right now.
I'm just
And
saying,
the
what
other
you
one-
on? What y'all on?
And obviously, the ponytail is the style of choice. Okay.
Hey, listen, I'm going to say this, and we're about to get out of here. There's only 20 minutes left in our drive. We asked for 50 people to step up and drop $5 on our super chat, which is the $ at the bottom of the chat. We're at 29. Can we get at least to 30? We need one more super chat. Right? So we can have at least 30 out of 50
Yeah,
if
30
we're
out
not
of
going to get
50.
50 out of 50. Can we get you to hit that super chat or go to my Cash App, $ZoWhat Netter? I just want to know what the intention is behind, like, imagery wise. Like, what are you?
What are we going for here?
Yeah, what are you going for?
What are we going for?
Because a statue is good if it's acknowledging the power, the sensuality, the empathy, the caring, the nurturing, the love, the strength of black women, right? The beauty of black women. Listen, if you're being authentic in your representation of black women globally and you want to elevate sisters and put them on a pedestal to some degree, I like it. But if you trying to sneak this,
Yeah.
What countries are they in?
I don't. They're very disturbing. Well, the one I know, the one in Times Square is the one with the big girl with her hair down.
That's New York.
That's New York. Uh-huh. I don't get it.
What y'all on? I want to know what y'all on.
It's like she looked like Queen Latifah before the money.
Don't do that.
What happened?
Queen Latifah.
This was Princess Latifah. Right?
I'm going to keep going. Let's keep going. I got a couple more. I want y'all to do, listen, we got 20 minutes left. I got a couple more topics. I'm going to go, I was going to get off, but I'm going to go a little bit longer because I want to hit this goal. What do you guys think about the new evidence presented in the Tory Lanez case? Kelsey's bodyguard has reportedly come forward claiming Kelsey was the one who shot Meg the Stallion. And he stayed silent to protect her now. What do y'all think about that? This is what I think. It's so easy for us to be at odds with each other. I think the shit be contrived.
Yeah.
If it is reported that Tory Lanez shot this sister in the foot, that's going to drive a deeper wedge between black men and black women because we are all codependent. Hey, thank you, brotherhood, manhood, fatherhood. You got us to 30 out of 50. We appreciate it. What up, Zoe? Welcome back, Sarah.
Hey.
We're all codependent on entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
So the sisters be like, whoop, Meg the Stallion, yeah, clock it.
Do it.
Do you see? And if a brother attacks a sister, then there's this natural animosity that builds. And it may exacerbate pre-existing animosity between the genders. So when this was happening, you saw that there was a divide, or the divide was, exacerbated. Right?
Yeah.
And you have people choosing sides. I don't think he did it. Ain't enough evidence. He shot her. What is wrong with y'all?
No, he didn't. He said he didn't.
But now, after this man goes to prison, gets sentenced for 10 years in prison, gets stabbed 14 times in prison.
Over a foot. That's what pissed me off.
For a crime he didn't commit, apparently, allegedly. You got somebody coming out saying, yo, this person did it and lied about it in order to protect another person. I think there's a lot more here. I can't wait to see how this story unfolds.
The thing with Tory Lanez is, because he basically cracked the code when streaming and with artists and stuff, for you to get around the way of getting your own, because he made his albums NFTs instead of on the street. Yeah,
it made millions.
Yeah, and that's why his daddy on the steps was like, "Rock Nation, it's Jay-Z," and I was like, "Yeah, it's something to it."
It's something to it. Let's keep going. I'm gonna try to. Hey, while I'm extending the show, can I get you guys to support? As brotherhood, fatherhood, manhood said, let's talk about it. Tina Knowles says she woke up one day and knew she deserved so much more. Filed for divorce at 69 with no regrets.
Cause you Beyonce mama.
That's what it is.
You Beyonce mama, and
so it's disrespectful to say go sit down somewhere at 69. Not to say you can't be happy, not to say that you can't have a man, but you have a man. Was he that bad? Y'all remember a couple of years ago she disrespected him live on some show?
Nah, he wasn't Cochise. He was the other one. What was his name?
Man, this dude was a heartthrob back in the day. My sister used to be in love with this nigga.
He had a loose curl.
My sister, I knew women from all. He was like one of them dudes that was like Billy D. Williams.
Lawson. What's his name? Richard Lawson?
Yeah, he was younger than Billy D., but he was one of those Billy D. types. Women all over the world loved him. Can you imagine being with somebody who's just neurotic and discontent at 69? I don't know her personally. I'm not here to judge her. I'm not saying she's a bad woman. But what I'm saying is, listen, When do you just sit down and be okay and be content with you? How is it that you deserve much more? I'm asking questions. I'm not saying you don't deserve much more. Are you living vicariously through your daughter?
Yeah.
And her success and
she's-
what she deserves and what she has? And I'm not saying that she's doing that. I'm asking questions because I don't know. These are not accusations.
Not accusations. No beehive. You know. But she's more and more I see her now, she looks like a Broadway villain. Hello? Okay, no. All right.
I'm just asking because it's like, okay, you and Beyonce daddy broke up.
Yeah.
And you can say, because he was cheating, he was doing this, he was doing that, he was doing... Man, God bless you with another person.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
At some point, we got to say, it's not exclusively your partner's fault. When do you say, you know what, I'm a bit neurotic. I ask for a lot. Maybe I'm high maintenance and I shouldn't be. Too high maintenance.
Yeah,
Maybe I should be mid-maintenance.
Nah, when you try to keep that face up, you gotta...
Maybe I should be mid-maintenance.
Oh, man.
Or low maintenance at some... Like, when I deserve so much more. Then become what you deserve so you ain't got to ask for it from somebody else.
Baby, I deserve... Oh, sorry. But, I mean, that's what the thing of it is now. I love Henry Coleman. He's a great comedian. But he talks about how big women got too much self-esteem, which was normally the fallback when you down on your luck. You know, people getting a little oomph about themselves. They feel like they need to be all independent, which is another way. I don't want a man. I want to be a whore. I want to be out here. I don't want to be tied down. I just want to spread my wings and fly. Right?
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Hey,
Okay.
don't worry about herpes. They got medicine for that. You're good.
Okay.
Fly, butterfly.
And I'm not saying that the Richard Lawson dude wasn't a bad dude. He may have been a bad dude. I'm not trying to let him off the hook either. L.S. Jefferson
say he
in
was
the
bad.
building.
Oh, Ellie. But she didn't say he was bad, did she? She was just saying she wanted to be free.
No, she said, I deserve more.
Well, it could be, too, the penis, because after a certain age, if you don't have he is risen.
She's 70.
Hey, when women get older and stuff like that, hey, have your vagina tightened. You know what I'm saying? Vaginal rejuvenation, and they can give you, like, these hormones. And, like, my godmother, God rest Miss Cora, she got a little pellet because of her hormones was out of whack. And she said, I have to pat myself down at least 10 times a day. You know, down there.
Pat herself.
She had to pat it down.
What does that mean?
It was so wet and on fire. And
She had to pat it down.
She had to pat it down.
Is that like patting an afro
Yeah,
down?
hey, pat my afro daddy. Yep.
Hey, we got 31 of 50. We got 11 minutes left. I appreciate everybody for sharing. L.S. Jefferson was the last. Sarah be wildin', don't she?
Oh, I'm sorry.
We love Sarah. It's moist down now, huh?
Oh, we got one. Akira.
No, that's Erica, I think.
Oh, it's Eric.
I think. Is that Erica 34? I think that's how you say it. But we appreciate everybody for hitting that super chat. You guys been in the building today.
Oh, Lloyd said he played in Blackula.
Ooh.
Did he play in Blackula?
No, that's not Mama Waldy. That's not Mama Waldy. They said Sarah crazy. All right, guys.
Well, hit your girl Cash App, girl.
Yes, please hit Sarah's Cash App. If you guys enjoyed Sarah's appearance today, if you guys enjoyed her being here, can you guys slide her a couple of twos and fews? Support the sister. I'm greatly appreciative of you guys showing up for me. Please support Sarah. Please hit my Cash App. Don't forget, tonight, KBLA Talk 1580 is going to be on fire, 7 to 9 p.m. I got a great topic lined up. Also, Miracle Theater. Go to themiracleinglewood.com and
gonna be
purchase
there.
your tickets for the Comedy and Connections Roundtable series with myself and Alpha Male of Comedy, Ray Grady, May 31st. It's gonna be lit. Birthday time is right around the corner.
Yes, birthday time is here.
Birthday time right rounds the corner. We about to turn up. So I appreciate everybody for tapping in. Nothing but love, nothing but appreciation. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for the cash apps. Listen, if you enjoy this information, feel free to support us in the best way you know how. Support the black-owned businesses. I got love for you. I appreciate you. Thank you for tapping in. I'll see you next week with another ZoWhat show.
Back to you, Zo.